Aloha everybody and welcome to part 8 of Banjo-Kazooie. And so now we're at Freezeasy Peak, and the good news about Freezeasy Peak, it's celebrating Christmas today! Merry Christmas! Except for these poor little bastards. Well, where's our presents? Our dad, Boggy, said he was fetching them. He's been gone ages! Yes, so one of the jiggies involved with Freezeasy Peak, these poor kids aren't getting their presents for Christmas this year. Aww. And, wait. Why do they have a picture of Banjo-Kazooie in their igloo? They don't know me! I just met them for the first time ever. I know you want to show off the cool little concept art all over the universe, Rare. But, you know, it doesn't make sense in terms of the story! And the story matters to me! Anywho, this is Boggy. This is the giant polar bear that was supposed to be getting presents for those damn kids, but apparently his stomach aches, and, well, ground pounding his gut's not really going to help the situation, so there's nothing we can do for him. See you later, Boggy. Fuck you. But there's a lot going on with this area. It's got a giant Ow! Hey, I was trying to look at the giant snowman. But unfortunately, I got pelted with these guys. These guys are probably the most annoying enemy in the game. Not only can you not peck them with Kazooie's beak, not only can you not roll into them, not only can you not invincibility your way through them, I don't believe you can. I'm pretty sure you still bounce off their bodies if you try to do that method. There's only one way to attack them, and there's only one way to kill them. And, you know, we're going to be finding that way in this world. This world only has one move for bottles to teach us, but it is a very fun move. It is a very fantastic move. This is the one world I would suggest making sure you definitely have a lot of red feathers, though, because you're going to be flying a lot and you're going to be utilizing those feathers quite a bit. But here is the one bottles move of Freezeasy Peak. It's time for some aerial action. The devastating beak bomb attack. Basically, you fly in the air, and when you push B, Kazooie will launch incredibly forward, like some kind of missile. And he will hit certain targets or certain enemies that you die for. However, you have to be pretty exact with your shots. Every shot has to count when you use this technique, otherwise you could find yourself ramming into a wall and damaging your character, or completely missing the target and going the other way. But we'll be seeing more of that later. It wouldn't be Christmas without a Christmas tree, so we got these creatures called the Twinklies who want to get up to the tree and light it up. But the problem is, we got some green troll goblin guys who are trying to eat them. And this can be a little bit tricky. The thing I found is that when you get the motion of it, you're always walking back and forth, constantly jumping and pecking in order to get rid of them. And maybe some people could use the eggs to shoot, you know, they can stay in place and use the eggs to shoot at the green guys, but I don't want to waste my eggs. I'd rather make this a lot more fun, a lot more challenging, so I always go back and forth, you know, zipping, zipping, zipping. They always come back after a set period of time, and if you get them in a certain order, they keep popping up in that order, so it's not too bad to manage if you do it like I'm doing, but you will have to keep focused. You will have to make sure you're definitely jumping and hitting the beak attack when you jump, you know? It can be a little bit tricky, but that is how it's done. Basically, if the timer went out and I didn't get more than 10 Twinklies onto the tree, then they count as winning, and then they'd have to redo it all over again. Never fun. It wouldn't kill you, though. It wouldn't, like, game over you and make you have to go collect all 100 notes again, so that's a good thing. But that alone did not get ourselves a jiggy. All it did was activate this little switch. And when you hit this switch with 3 eggs, well, once again, we got another time limit to contend with. And what they want you to do when you hit this thing with all eggs, the star breaks up. So be a star, and you'll find your reward. You have 1 minute to fly through the top star, and 3 times, not just once, 3 times. A minute! Most players probably would get lost and be like, well, how do I get up there? You need to fly, and the flying is where the giant present boxes are, so you gotta be a little bit quick. Again, a thing I would recommend, the R button is great for centering the camera around you, like perfectly, like really fast. So if you need to turn around really fast, hold the R button and hold left, and you will do a complete 180, and it'll be a lot quicker and whatnot. But as you can see, I've flown through it twice. I need to fly through it one more time in under 20 seconds. Booyah, I did it. Finally, after getting the Twinklies to the tree, after flying through the star, that Jiggy has been unlocked. But it's time for the Beak Bomb attack. One of the Jiggies will be unlocked when you, boom, hit the 3 buttons on this giant snowman. So you have to use your Beak Bomb attack to do so. If I miss the buttons and hit the side of the snowman, Banjo will go face first into the mountain, he will get damaged, and it will hurt a hell of a lot. Again, your shots really need to count. Make sure whatever is dead center in the camera is definitely where you're going, and you have to keep in mind the trajectory and the positioning of Banjo and Kazooie when you're in the sky. Because another thing to get a Jiggy, I have to kill these snowmen. And I'll admit, I took a lot of risky tries going after these snowmen. A lot of these shots I didn't think I would make. But you have to be aiming at them, they have to be dead center in front of the camera, you have to be tilting Banjo-Kazooie in the way of the snowmen, and you have to Beak Bomb the top of their hats. That blows them up, that kills them. And you have to kill them because you get a Jiggy for doing so. So you can't ignore these guys. Oh, and they can still hit you in the sky. Like, oh, I missed, I hit the body, I'm supposed to hit the hat. And I missed completely, oh, I hurt myself, oh god. Oh, and there's a Jinjo. That Jinjo's pretty hard to miss. Mainly because most people don't think to look behind that house. But, god damn it! It's a little bit tricky trying to hit these snowmen. There is a flying pad on top of the chimney of the first house I was on. Normally, when I do, you know, the Z and A jump, I would make it almost all the time. But for some reason during this playthrough, Banjo-Kazooie just would not get on that chimney. And I had to go find the present box's flight button because it just wasn't working for me, and I didn't want to waste too much time. I was just like, what the hell's going on? Because watch this. Okay, can't do it. Oh, come on. Okay, let's back up a little. Because obviously come on! Ah, fuck it. Normally you can jump up, and maybe I should have been a little bit more distance. Maybe I kept hitting the wall a little too much. But that chimney could be lower too, you know? It could be lower. It could be. Why aren't you lower, chimney? Why aren't you lower? Anywho, there's our first Jiggy piece. First of 10. This is a big world. Well, it's a big-ish world. It's not huge or anything. But Banjo-Kazooie worlds do get bigger as the game goes on, and you could bet that the final world will be quite gigantic. Let's say 4 times the size of any other world. But it's gonna be swell. Anyway, if you want the Jiggy that was unlocked from flying through the 3 stars, you just climb underneath. And yeah, you'll also find a present for Boggy. Or Boggy's kids, I should say. Again, there are 3 in the world. They will always be in the same spots every time you play the game, so you don't have to worry about that. I wonder, is Freezeasy Peak like a constant Christmas? Is it like that movie, The Nightmare Before Christmas, where they have, like, themed worlds? You know, Jack Skellington's always in Halloween land, and Freezeasy Peak could be all Christmas, all the time. On PBL .5, and I'm your DJ, the Great Clement, baby. Oh yeah. That's right, I'm gonna call you baby. Hey baby, what's up, baby? Baby. Baby. I'm sorry, I got a headache. I'm just trying to get through this commentary as quick as I can, because, you know, I want to lie down. I'm sick. But I'm still doing a commentary for you guys, because that's how awesome I am. Anyway, Gruntilda switch underneath one of the snowmen. There you go. However, I cannot actually reach that Jiggy piece yet, and in fact, there's another Jiggy in this world that I can't collect as well. And I need a move that's in Gobi's Valley. So some people may ask, well, why didn't you go to Gobi's Valley first? Well, there's a Jiggy in Gobi's Valley that I need the Beak Bomb to get. So either way, I'd have to backtrack to a world regardless, so I might as well just go in order and start with Freezeasy Peak, you know. Because there's a pyramid in Gobi's Valley, you need to Beak Bomb a target in order to open the doors. But, Well, if I didn't visit Freezeasy, well then I can't get it. Now can I? Now can I? So you're always guaranteed to backtrack to at least one world. But again, the thing I love about Banjo-Kazooie, you don't have to do it too much. You don't have to do it too much. So I'll be getting 9 Jiggy pieces, and that'll be that. But you see, you kill all the snowmen, and then a Jiggy shows up at the very top of this gigantic snowman, which you can actually ride up through this little scarf. He has a scarf that you can walk up and get to the top that way. Anyway, this is a walrus. His name is Wuzza. He's blocking this cave, so I can't really get into it right now. And normally he's supposed to trigger a little cutscene, so I left and I decided to come back. Maybe he'll trigger it now. Yikes, a nasty, fierce bear! Finally, right? You'd think someone would have that reaction at long last. Bears are the most fierce animal in the whole animal kingdom. They're scary monsters who will rip off your face. You'd think someone would have been like, oh god, a bear! Oh, Jesus Christ! And Wuzza, he's got the right idea. He's afraid of Banjo. Of course, Banjo's a nice, gentle bear, but, you know, some bears aren't so gentle. Some bears are not cuddly. Some bears are not Teddy Ruxpin. Well, he was a toy bear, I believe. No, he was a baby bear. I don't care. I don't care! Give me a comment clarifying. Well, actually, Mr. Clement, Teddy Ruxpin is... At which point, I will just go to my usual clip of... NERD! Because, you know, I don't care. I don't fact check. I forget things. I don't care. I got a headache. But, yeah, there's musical notes all along this scarf. Make sure you go around the snowman's neck. You gotta make sure you get every single musical note. There is a sled here at the top of the scarf, but I'm not gonna ride it yet because there's a Jiggy in his pipe! Yeah. Did someone build this snowman? Because that's crazy. Where'd you get a giant pipe? A giant pipe that a bear and bird can fit into. Is that really a carrot? Or is that an orange structure made of steel? I don't know. Is this snowman alive? Is this a live snowman that I'm walking on? This is the Banjo-Kazooie universe. Anything could be happening. I don't know. It could all be going. Any of the ice guys, they're just giant blocks of ice. You hit them once, they will shatter into 2 ice blocks. And then you shatter those ice blocks and they die and give you honey. Because everything's made of honey in the Banjo-Kazooie universe. Ice produces honey. Ghosts produce honey. Mummies produce honey. Everything in the Banjo-Kazooie universe drops honey. Oh, Big Bear. He loves the honey! God, my head. But now that I've cleared everything on top of the snowman's head. Also, again, you know, stock up on everything, not just red feathers, eggs as well. You want to make sure you have all the items at your disposal. Don't want to come to a dead end, but holy shit! Oh yeah! So how about that? I couldn't ground pound him, but jumping off a sled that went off that ramp, that seems to jettison a response from Boggy. And rather than go find the presents for his kids, he's now going off to start off races. And, that's a very bad parenting. That's very, very bad parenting. There's a honeycomb. One of the snowmen was on top of it. But I've done everything I need to do as a bear and bird. Mumbo's mountain is over here, or Mumbo's hut, I should say. And we'll transform in Part 9.